Hello, gentlemen. Welcome to Workouts for Older Men. I am 𝗦𝗵𝗽𝗀. So glad you are joining me live, whether you're watching me live on LinkedIn, on my Facebook page, at 𝗦𝗵𝗽𝗀 page, or on YouTube. So glad you are here. When you come on, say hello. Tell me if you're brand new here. I got special gifts and treats for the men who are brand new. So let me know if you are brand new here. Hello. Welcome to Workouts for Older Men. I am 𝗦𝗵𝗽𝗀. So glad you are joining me here today for this live broadcast. Hey, make sure that you follow. If you're new, you just stumbled on to this social media platform, whether you're watching me on Facebook or on Instagram or on LinkedIn or on YouTube. I'm so glad you're here. Make sure that you follow. I've got non-pretentious, unassuming. I'm not here to show you how smart I am. I just want to be an effective and efficient teacher. Sharing all the information that I learned doing this for 36 years, the science of building muscle that I learned from the very best coaches, the science of nutrition that I've learned from the very best coaches, on my way to becoming a 6-time national champion drug-free bodybuilder. So executing and writing about it, building my first internet website in 1994, and sharing my information passionately with you. I want to help you differentiate what's important, what's not, because the men who I cater to most are the men who are a little bit older. They didn't make all this time of the day. Maybe they should have. Who cares? The past is the past. It's just what we need to focus on this day forward. The men who are taking control of their fitness habits now, work in the gym as little as 3 days a week, maybe walking, washing what they eat, whatever it is, all the way to really building muscle. Now that you're a little older, now that you have the time, the space, you have that sense of urgency. I want to help you differentiate what's important, what's not. That's how this information is presented. So make sure that you follow, say hello, tell me where you're watching me from. Also, make sure you visit my 𝗦𝗵𝗽𝗀.com website. I want to come to you on a continual basis. We become what we think about most. And this fitness is important to you. You want to make it more important, more part of your life. A lot of times you're watching social media, you're getting inundated with all this information, all these exercises, all these fancy exercises. I just need to help you understand that to stick out on the internet, on social media, you got to do something outrageous, right? The basic organizing principles that you need of training and eating to build muscle, lose body fat, and get back to your busy, productive life, all right? They're not popular. They don't get a lot of likes. They might not ever show on your feed because they don't get a lot of likes. But the crazy exercises, the one you've never seen before, those are the ones that get all the attention. And if you skip past the basics, not building that foundation, you think that's the game changer. Most of the information that seems like it's game-changing information may be optimal. I'm not arguing with the science, but it's not making a bit of a difference. It's just interesting. You need to understand that if you're just getting into this as you're a little bit older. Again, I want to help you differentiate what's important, what's not. So you talk about all these different exercises. I was asked a great question, and I usually don't get off into the weeds because I keep you focused on what matters. But the gentleman asked me what questions that what exercises in the my 36 years of training that I found no longer effective, that I did, and I decided this isn't what I need to do. And I thought it was a good question because I can teach you about the organizing principles about what builds muscle and helps you lose body fat. I can help you understand by answering that question. So the focus isn't really on the exercise, but how this process works. So the answer to his questions are exercises that you see a lot on the internet. I'll tell you why, social media, but I haven't done in, I don't know, 25 years because I found them no longer effective. One is flies, whether it's cable flies, okay, or with dumbbells or any type of machine, right? Flies for chest. And I'm kind of laughing as I say this because I was doing a lot of live videos every morning. And I was really ripped. I said, I want to show off my chest. And so I used to do this show where I used to start. I did flies, right? So that's the point of what I'm saying, right? A lot of these exercises, they look good on video. So flies, and I'll explain why, and then leg extensions, right? You see their legs and they're doing all that, right? So those two exercises, flies and leg extensions. But it's not so much about the exercises, it's understanding how this muscle building works, all right, and how it doesn't work. All right, let's talk about it for your chest. We'll say, well, no, you got to do the outer pecs, right? You need those flies. Okay, one thing you need to know about exercises, you should have a variety of exercises, but if you think you're molding your body like clay, I'm gonna put a little bit on the upper chest, a little bit of the outer chest with this exercise. Well, if that was the case, all these Mr. Olympia bodybuilders who not only have done it for years and it's all they think about, and they'll even do steroids, you notice they don't have perfect chest. If it was just a matter of just slapping on a little clay, doing this, doing that, that shapes the chest, they'd all have chest like Arnold's, right? You see a lot of guys they don't have upper chest, and it isn't because they do something that you don't do. They didn't do, overhead press, or they didn't work hard enough their incline barbell bench presses. That's not, it's how it's shaped. What you can control is overloading muscle, building as much muscle as you can. The shape is predetermined. But again, the more muscle you have, the better it looks. Maybe you'll be happy with that. Here's the other thing. When you lose the body fat, you'll be surprised how great your shape is. Even if you have like a normal percentage body fat, that'd be better than most men who are older, like to say, I don't know, 23%. The magic starts happening. We can really reveal the beauty of the shape you already have is when you get down to, I don't know, 18, 15%, if that's what you want to do, right? But you're not molding the body, shaping with outer pecs with flies. The reason why I don't do them is it's all about overload. You got to challenge yourself safely to do more. Okay, heavier weight. This is a very compromised position. It may feel good. It looks good in a video, especially I've got striations on my chest. But to go out that far with weight that really challenges you, very compromising, very dangerous. And when it doesn't really work the outer chest anyway, and I know you heard that, right? Right. Just do a more safe exercise that can overload, because overloading what builds muscle. You're not shaping it. And again, get lean to show what you already have, right? Leg extensions, a lot of stress on the knee, all right? If you really overload, it looks good, especially if your legs are ripped, shows that, it's something that you see on videos a lot of time, not practical. Squats, any type of squat apparatus that they have now, leg presses, a more efficient way to overload the muscle without all that stress on the knee. So those are two exercises, all right, that I no longer do. You see it often, right? But the biggest point is, how do you build muscle and how don't you build muscle? All right. How do you not shape the muscle? How do you even choose exercise selection? That's a bigger picture that you can learn that's more practical for us as we do this. All right. So, hey, if you need some direct help, I do all these live videos, and it's helping out a lot of men, and I love doing that, inspiring you, pointing you in the right direction. But if you're the type of man who does what it takes to get what he wants, and you know that even watching my videos is the most efficient way to learn this, and you want some personal attention, right? I'll be more than happy to talk to you. Reach out. Go to talkwithskip.com. You'll see the instructions there. You'll fill out a questionnaire. I'm going to learn a lot about you. You're going to learn a lot about yourself. And you're going to show me the initiative that you will take the time to think about it and communicate that to me. But then you'll see the number there. You're going to text me a picture. All right, so I'm going to have your picture and whatever you feel comfortable with is fine. A picture tells me 1,000 words. You've taken the time to text me a picture, and then you've taken the time to fill out a questionnaire. That shows dedication. Don't worry about being flooded. How can he actually talk to me? I'm going to do this free. I'm going to reach out to you. How can he do that? He's probably just getting flooded with so many. No, because you know what? The clientele, the people who follow mine, they're older, more mature. They don't have time to waste. And they're not going to waste my time. They'll respect my time. So you'd be surprised how many men don't do this. Now, if I had this to all the younger guys, yeah, it would just be filled with 19-year-olds just gathering as much information from as many. They would take advantage of it. The men who I work with don't. So don't worry about that. I do all these live broadcasts that I post. I'm spending a lot of time posting videos. I'd love to be more effective and just cut through all this for you. All right. So go to Talk with Skip, fill out that questionnaire, text me a picture. Now, I will respond to 100% of the men who do this, right? But it's really important. I will match your level of intensity, or how I perceive your intensity and commitment. So fill it out, right? Fill it out thoroughly, right? And you'll get anything from an email. Maybe I'll direct you to right sources, depending on where you are in this process. Who knows? I'll text you on your phone. Who knows? Maybe I'll set up some time to talk to you for 15 minutes. Who knows? To match the intensity. And I see you've made your commitment. You're along the process, not just collecting information. I might talk to you a half an hour, 45 minutes on the phone. I will match your intensity, but 100% of the men who take the time to take those 2 steps, I will contact you because I know it's so challenging. I know it's challenging getting the information you need on the internet, especially for the level that you want. You've taken care of the basics. Now you want to get to the next level. All right, so that's going to do it for this Workouts for Older Men Live. Thank you so much for joining me. Let's take on the day with a sense of urgency. We have to when we're a little bit older. We've got more time behind us than we do in front of us. Have a great day.